Before you even think about moving to Colorado Springs, you need to watch this entire video because we're going to reveal 10 things you must know before calling Colorado Springs home. And number 10 is by far the most important, so stay tuned for the entire video. We're going to break this one down a little bit different today because you've probably seen 10 facts about this and 10 facts about that. But today we wanted to break it down into 3 categories, and that is before you actually move here, while you're here, and then some homeowner insights and tips that you need to keep in mind because Colorado Springs is a little bit crazy, guys. So to start off, we will start with the before you move here, the right here, the right now. That's why you're watching this video.
I think that one of the biggest things before you move here, right, is to pay attention. We are a 4-season state. That means that we get all of the seasons, sometimes in one day, but you have your hot summers, you have your crisp falls, and then your winters are freaking cold with a ton of snow. Then you get your spring, which as you guys know is one of my favorites, and then summer is by far one of the best. So keep that in mind before you move here, and kind of know that you're going to get all of that.
Yeah, we were just in Miami not too long ago. It's sunny and 85 degrees, and now that we're back here, it's cool, it's dry, it's 50, and my throat's all raspy, my skin's all irritated. It's dry here, and the altitude is high, so definitely something that you guys are going to want to pay attention to before you consider Colorado Springs home. The next thing is probably a job, right?
Right. That's kind of important.
You got to have a job. I mean, maybe you're super rich. If so, call us. We'll help you buy a mansion. But you have to have a job. So Colorado Springs, depending on where you're at, I know a lot of tech companies are here. Obviously, we have a ton of military bases. So if you're in the tech scene or the military, congratulations. Colorado Springs is going to be great for you. If you're an entrepreneur and looking at opening businesses, you're just going to want to do a little bit of research as to what that business is, what the Colorado Springs market looks like for you. But if you have questions about that, you can always reach out to us directly, 719-238-1771. We're always happy to kind of discuss the things that you need to start researching before you come here to figure out if this is the right place for you or not. We've talked to several people with health concerns that we told them to come visit for a week. They did. And unfortunately, because of the altitude and hearts and lungs and things like that, it's just not the right place for everybody.
Yeah. The next thing that I think is super important is to pay attention to the neighborhood and the location, right? Colorado Springs is definitely in a prime location, and I love it. Obviously, we're a little bit biased, but make sure that that's kind of what you're really looking for and that you don't want something big city. Like we did just go to Miami, so you guys are going to get a ton of references from that because it was eye-opening to me. We can go into a ton of other things, but when it comes to the neighborhood, the big thing that I noticed in Miami was that everything was kind of within walking distance where we were at. You had skyrise condos, and then you had tech center, you had a bunch of corporations, and everything was just kind of very close, but it was very much big city feel. Here in Colorado Springs, it's very small town. Like, even though we are growing and we're big, right? I don't even remember what our population is, but
500,000-ish.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to where just make sure that like that type of scene and that type of area is good. And then obviously, like when you break down Colorado Springs in general, what location really is important to you? Are you coming with the military? You're probably not going to want to live in Monument because you're going to have to go, if you're Army, right? That's could be like a 45-minute drive. If you are commuting to Denver, you probably want Monument. So pay attention to kind of the different locations, the different neighborhoods, what that looks like. And you want to do that before you move here, right? So that's important.
And if you're new to the channel, I'm Sean and this is Crystal, and we just happen to be your favorite local Colorado Springs real estate agents. So you can always reach out to us to do this researching phase. We just did a video about like Zillow and AI and all these great tools that are out there now. But the best way to find the real facts that are happening today, right here, right now, is to reach out to your local experts because we live it every single day. So reach out to us if you have any questions about moving to the Colorado Springs area.
So now let's chat about like once you get here, right? So you've already contacted us, obviously, and we got you a house. A big thing like we talked about kind of was the weather, right? So we get over 300 days of amazing sunshine.
It's the only reason we're still here.
Yep.
If it was gloomy, I wouldn't stay.
And so take advantage of that. Like take advantage of the fact that we are a very outdoorsy nature type city. So go hike, go find new parks and recs and new trails and new lakes and new just everything outside.
Yeah, and even if you're not a fan of the cold, because I'm not, you can still do these winter activities. It's crazy how Colorado Springs is, and especially if you go to the mountains, we'll talk about skiing and snowboarding, for example. It can be all the snow that you need to snowboard and ski, but also be 50 degrees. So then you're wearing your winter coat, beanies, and things on top of that, and you will start sweating. Do not be surprised if you're in Colorado and you're snowboarding and you see somebody with pants and that's it. They got no shirt. Maybe they're wearing a beanie just for swag, but the temperatures can be really, really nice, even if it is a ton of snow. And then even when it comes to like snow in Colorado Springs specifically, it doesn't stick around very long.
No.
Once it starts snowing in January, February, we'll give you guys some real life footage, like a time lapse basically, and show you how quickly it melts and how they treat the roads and things like that.
Yep. The other thing is once you get here, one of the things that I love is there's so many different local businesses. There's a ton of different like small locally owned bakeries. There's all kinds of like locally owned yoga shops, a ton of locally owned restaurants. Some of our favorites, Atmosphere, right?
One of our favorite spots. That one's over off of Interquest on the north end of Colorado Springs. Super good, great people, great food, great cocktails. So it just depends on what you're looking for. Private Label Distillery is another good one too.
Yes. And the good thing about Private Label Distillery is it's different, right? So Atmosphere is kind of like a great lunch spot, dinner spot, date night, meeting, like a business meeting. We go there all the time for business meetings. They have a very collective menu, I would say, and great cocktails and, like Sean said, amazing people. But then like Private Label Distillery is a little bit different, where it has levels of kind of like different atmosphere of each level of their building.
You've probably heard us talk about it if you're revisiting the channel, but we actually host a lot of our client appreciation events there. So we'll do like Santa and other different things with our clients. So that one's a really cool spot.
Yeah, we've done a ton of like business get-togethers. They have salsa, they have like dance lessons that you can do. The middle section is really cool. We've never actually like went there for anything there, but they have these really big screens and then kind of like
it's Thursday night football. I should totally go and watch the Ravens game team.
You should. But it has kind of more, not a cigar bar, but very much like I
have video footage.
Feel.
They have like big sofas. I don't think they're like movie theater chairs, if I recall right. It's more like big sofas.
But they're not.
And then I can't remember if it's projectors or big TVs. It's one or the other. As far as I remember, there's one on one side and another setup on another side. You could easily have like 30, maybe 40 people in there though. That's
no food, right? But great cocktails, their own whiskey. Is it whiskey, bourbon?
Both. They have their own brand of everything, even their vodka and everything.
Oh yeah, you can't get like
Private Label
Tito's and soda. No, it's their version. But you also don't go there and just order like a Tito's and soda. You go there and get kind of one of their specialty cocktails because that's what's amazing on it.
She said no food, but there is a food truck downstairs all the time. Yeah. So not all the time, but during certain hours, usually like late afternoon as far as I remember.
And the big thing, you guys, with living here locally in Colorado Springs, and when we talk about locally owned restaurants and businesses and stuff like that, the biggest difference is that like you walk into a corporation, you're a number to them, right? You're in and out, doesn't matter. When we go to Atmosphere, we are family. And when we go to Private Label, we could not go there for a whole year and we are treated like family. And it's not just Sean and I. I mean, we are pretty cool people. It's everybody. We normally sit up at the bar just because we like to have social interaction with people, but you can sit at the bar top and watch how their employees react or interact with everybody that comes in. Everybody's treated like family. And that is a big thing. That's one of the things that I absolutely love about Colorado Springs and so many small businesses that we have is it's just that family feel.
Well, I think that leads to our third point, which is like community events and the social atmosphere. If you want to stay in your home by yourself or with your spouse and do absolutely nothing and go to the trails and not meet people and do your own thing, that is totally fine. But Colorado Springs has stuff going on indoors and outdoors all the freaking time. We host events every quarter at least. We usually do more, but like our big ones are every quarter. If you go to any, like right down the street is Jack's Brewery. Jax is going to have an event. I'm probably having one tonight because it's Thursday night football. Right. The Toad is going to have an event tonight because it's Thursday night football.
Between like karaoke or like a local band, or like there was just one that happened. It was like a chili cook-off. Anywhere in Colorado Springs, you will find something going on almost every single day.
My barbershop is doing a toy drive, and then at the end, they're going to all get together and like pass them out in person. Like everywhere here is super.
We need to donate. We need to make sure that we get them.
We'll get on it. That's what I hired. Come on, Crystal, do it. But yes, Colorado Springs has a ton of community events, huge social atmosphere. We've talked about this a few times post-COVID. It's been a little bit weird, but you have to take initiative and get out of your house, go meet the people, whether that's in the gym, at the library, at the coffee shop, at the bar top, like whatever your scene is, you kind of have to initiate a little bit of it. And once you find your people, you will fall in love with the Colorado Springs community.
Yep, I totally agree. So now let's chat a little bit about, you've done your research before, you hired us, we got you into a home.
Welcome.
Now you're like, okay, what the heck? Why is the temperatures going from 60 degrees to like 80, right?
Maybe even in one day.
Right. What do I do with it? We just helped first-time home buyers and they're like, wait, we have to turn off the sprinkler system? Like, what do you mean? What do we do? So let's kind of talk a little bit, Sean, about some different insights that we can help our viewers kind of know what to do here in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, when it comes to the last category, which is like home ownership tips, things like that, one of the things that you have to know here is that because of the 4 seasons, you're going to have to be prepared for a lot of different activities. So like she just mentioned, we had to message all of our clients and say, hey, just so you know, temperatures are changing. Some of our homes here are vacant, like we're selling them, and they need their sprinkler systems blown out. Some of the people here don't have resources to do that. They're not here, or they don't know somebody that can do it for them. So blowing out your sprinklers is a regular thing that you need to do, or else your pipes are going to freeze.
Not regular, but every fall.
Every fall, which is regularly.
I don't expect to think like every single week you have to.
Once a year. Blow out your sprinkler systems. You need to have a snow shovel. When we first moved into this house, we thought we were leaving somewhere warmer, which we weren't. We stayed in Colorado Springs. We stayed in the same neighborhood, actually, but we gave away all of our snow utensils. So like a snow shovel and things like that. So be prepared in that aspect as well. Some of the other things that you should be prepared for is just really, I would say, a lot of the weather changes. Even like when it comes to gardening, like if you're a big gardener and you're like, oh yay, it's March or whatever, it's time for me to plant some stuff. Don't do it because then the April freeze will hit and kill your entire garden. So be savvy, reach out to us because things can get a little bit tricky around here.
For sure. The next thing is the lovely, dreaded talk about solar panels. You guys.
Knock, 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 knock.
The second that you close on that house, it's all public record, right? So your information gets blasted to everywhere, right? I'm not saying solar panels are absolutely horrible, okay? I'm saying
you need a little education.
Do not fall for that really good salesperson that comes in and says, we're going to save all of you. You're going to save this much money on your utilities and you need this. But you're just going to pay this monthly payment forever. Not really forever, but it's a long payment. It's a huge amount.
I have a really good real life example that just happened. We went to a house to meet with some potential sellers and they have solar panels that are not paid off. But good news, their bill only went from $350 before they had the solar panels to like $450 after they had the solar panels, which first of all makes no sense. It's supposed to take your bill down, not up. They also owe like $30,000 more on these solar panels, and they have to pay those off in order to sell this house.
I mean, they don't have to, right? They can try to get one of you guys to pay it, but in this market, not happening.
No.
So this is my little spiel on solar panels, you guys. First off, call us and we'll talk you off the ledge of how amazing of a deal it is. But if it's not going to be your forever home, it's not everything that you wanted, you know that you're going to be there for over 15 years, do not do solar panels. You will not get your investment back. I don't care what kind of an amazing deal they're going to offer you. You will not get your investment back for years and years and years. Promise you.
All you solar sales people that are watching this right now.
I know, sorry.
Hit us in the comments. Let us know what you think about that. I will say too, if the home has solar panels and they are paid off,
That's great.
To you. You're in a great spot.
That impacts you as a buyer relocating here to Colorado Springs in an amazing way if we can get the sellers to pay for it, which we will. We're not going to make you do that. But don't fall for that. And that is something I'm telling you guys I think it's probably everywhere, but really it's really heavy here. Yeah, so just don't do it.
And if you love pigeons, get solar panels. Because for some reason, my neighbor who's right over here, who has solar panels, has 40 pigeons on his
Always.
all the time.
Yep.
It's kind of weird.
That's also something that they don't tell you when they're giving you their sales page. Anyway.
The 9th thing in this category that I wanted to chat with you guys about is equitable home improvements versus just I like to do home projects. It doesn't matter if you're planning to stay in the home for a long time or a short period of time, be aware of these certain things. If you want to finish a basement, say it costs you $40,000. If you're going to live there for a long time, that is a equitable rehab project when you have it done correctly that will add value to your home.
Absolutely.
If you want to add an accent wall with a $20 gallon of paint and paint a wall, that's probably not an equitable project for you. That's just something that you're going to do to enjoy the home a little bit more while you live in it. So there are certain things that you can do to your home that will add value, add tremendous value, like finishing a basement. And there are certain things that you can do to your home that are not going to necessarily add value. It's just more of it's the crystal projects. What do you like to do to make this home more aesthetic that you enjoy to be in?
But I do think that that's super important, right? So if you are military and you're PCSing here and you know that you're probably only going to be here for 2 years, you probably don't want to spend $60,000, $70,000 on redoing the basement.
Don't do that. Don't renovate your bathroom. Don't change out carpet for LVP.
You can do some of that stuff, right? Like if it's going to cost you, you know what?
But if they're leaving that quickly, I'm not going to say like, oh yeah, you're going to gain $20,000 more in the short period of time.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's not like you're going to gain a ton of equity on it. Is it going to help improve like your visual aesthetics of it? Yes, right? But when you purchase a house, don't go in there and spend a crap ton of money if you're not going to stay there long term, right? That's all that we're saying.
We say the same thing, just different all the time. It's pretty funny. But yes, if don't paint a wall and expect $10,000 extra on your home. We're saying the same thing. Don't do the flooring for, say it costs $5,000 and expect to be able to sell it for $20,000 more.
Great. That's not what Sean was saying.
Easy math. It's what I was saying in my head. Now you guys know too.
And like one of the projects that we did as soon as we moved in is I got the cabinets painted. It was only a few $1,000s and it made the aesthetics of our kitchen a million times brighter. That was for me, you guys. It wasn't because I think that it's going to make our house $10,000 more. It's because I knew that was something that I wanted that would make me feel better. So it's your home. Do that, right? Do those little things that will make a big impact on what matters to you.
And there are certain things, such as landscaping, that can cost you a fortune that don't necessarily, like, if you have the same exact house and one yard is super nice and one yard isn't super nice, are they going to sell for different prices? Maybe not. Which one's way more attractive?
Yeah.
The one that has it done. So there are also certain things that you can do to make it way more appealing to buyers that didn't cost you a ton of money. So just another thing to think about.
Now let's talk about number 10.
The most important topic.
And if you've been watching us and you're still around, thank you.
You're welcome.
Number 10, Sean, is if you are thinking of relocating here to Colorado Springs or any of the surrounding areas, don't do it alone, right? Sean and I are here for you 100%. Doesn't matter how that looks. If we need to hop on a Zoom call, let's do it. We need to meet at a local pub and talk about your needs. Let's do it.
A local pub, huh?
Yeah, why not?
All right, we're throwing them down.
Or even a local hotel like we just did, right?
Whatever you guys need, we got your back. So if you are even thinking about considering Colorado Springs home, you're in phase 1, you're in the research phase. Click the link in the pinned comment at the top of this video, book a call with us. We're going to walk you through. We want to understand your story, where you're at exactly, so that we can help navigate and guide you the best that we know how to do.
Thank you guys so much for listening again. And as always, Crystal and Sean, your local real estate agents here in Colorado Springs area. And we will see you on the next one.
Bye.